So there I was. End of Traffic Secrets. I just made the decision. You know what? I'm leaving the family business. As much as I love it, as much as I love working with my parents, I've got to go do my own thing. What? What's my own thing? Holy cow, what comes next? So I was so excited and so terrified at the same time. So went home. It was a Sunday. Monday morning, told my parents. And it was painful. It was hard for everybody, but my parents have been so incredibly supportive. They are the reason I am as successful as I am right now and will continue to be because of their support, because of their love and their willingness to help me out. So that was amazing. It was hard, but their reaction was awesome. They were so supportive, and so it took about 3 weeks to unwind what I was doing, what I was helping them with, how working together, everything. And there were rocky times because it was a lot of change. I mean, I saw my parents every day for 5 days a week for the last 10 years. So it was a lot of change, and it was hard to go through, but we made it through. And as I was going, so October 29th was the day I made the decision. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to go do my own thing. November 16th was my last day. Between the 29th and the 16th, I didn't focus at all on what I was going to do. I focused on just making sure the transition happened, and it happened as seamlessly as possible. So that's what I was focused on. That's what I was working towards, is how can we do this so they win and I win. So the 16th, my final day finally comes. And it was an awesome day, had a lot of fun, got a lot done, but I was done. I was done. And I went home and I celebrated with my wife, my kids. We hung out and just talked about the future. And then I started to think, and I thought, and I pondered, and I talked to people, and I thought, and what do I do? How do I serve the world? How can I help more people? And so as we're going through this process, probably about a week before my last day, we had been to UPW just 6 months earlier. My wife said, with this big change, you should go to Date with Destiny. You should go to Date with Destiny because that will be the perfect thing for our family right now. And I wanted to go, so I said, yes, I think that's a great idea. My wife is a genius. So she encouraged me. She encouraged me to go to Date with Destiny. And so I said, and one of the things I love about Tony Robbins and the way he runs his programs, you can learn everything he teaches online. You can learn it through his books. You can learn it through courses. There's tons of ways to learn it. But the events he put on, and the reason I believe live events are so powerful, are because of the experience. Because at Date with Destiny, well, I didn't know this at the time, but at UPW, I experienced it, where he didn't train me necessarily or teach me anything I didn't already know at some level. But what he did is he helped me unlock what was stuck up here and get out of my own way so that I could continue growing. I could continue doing what I knew I was meant to do, knew what I was supposed to do. So that's what I love about Tony Robbins. He doesn't teach you anything. He unlocks what you already know and helps you take action. So made the decision to go to Date with Destiny. And I was ecstatic. So getting ready for it, trying to figure out what I want to do, getting ready for it. As it gets closer, as I'm working through stuff, throwing ideas at the wall, trying to figure out what I want to do when I grow up. Still haven't quite got there, but at least I have a mission now. So as we're going through stuff, I realized not everybody makes decisions like I make decisions. I am decisive. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. I don't really go and look at reviews. The way I see a review is it's just an opinion. It's someone else's opinion, and I don't know if they had that opinion because maybe they got divorced that day and everything was awful. Maybe they got in a car wreck. Maybe extenuating circumstances didn't line up. Maybe they bought the program and never even tried it or applied it and then went complaining because 2 years later they didn't get a refund. I don't know. I just don't put a lot of stock into them. So I realized a lot of people do. A lot of people use tools like that, reviews, other people's opinions, to make their decision, whether or not this is a good fit for them. And I started looking around and I realized there's not one easy way or easy place to see reviews on events. You can find a review on a person or a company or a product or a service by a company, but very rarely do you see a review specifically on an event. And usually if you do, it's a review that has been used for marketing purposes of that very same event. So I started thinking about it and I said, you know what? I bet I could help the world change. I could help people change their own lives just by helping them figure out which event should I go to. And so that's where this idea of unboxing events was born from. What I did with Date with Destiny. I interviewed 6 other people before Date with Destiny on why they're going, what they expected out of it, what they thought they'd get, what they've been doing to get ready for it. And then I interviewed them after the event, after Date with Destiny. What did you get out of it? What was the experience like? Would you recommend it to other people? So now I've got before the event and after the event. You can see that you can be a part of the conversation. You can see how their tone changed. You can see if they carry their body differently. You can see everything. And what I realized is by doing this, by creating this platform where people can share their raw experience both before and after the event, as well as people can go and look at the raw experiences, I will help so many people connect the dots. I'll help them figure out which is the right event for them and how can they get the results that they want. And as I dove into it more, I realized that not only is this good for the people attending the event, the attendees, it's also great for the people hosting the events. Because a lot of events, they get some feedback, but not tons. And most of the feedback they get is direct. If it goes through a third party, people won't feel guarded. They won't feel like they must protect their opinion or withhold true judgment. So we're creating a third-party software that's designed to help people find the right event, help people share their experiences at events with other people, as well as help the people putting on the event know what they can do to get better. So we're helping everybody. And that's the business that was born out of my wife suggesting you need to go to Date with Destiny. And this all happened about a week and a half before I even left for Date with Destiny. That's how awesome it was. My brain, my goal at Date with Destiny was to figure out what I wanted to do. Because I signed up, because I was trying to figure it out, I figured it out. And that's how I got started in this business of unboxing events. That was the process. And so as we continued, got closer and closer to the event, I got more and more excited. I got more excited about where we were going, what we were doing, how we were going to do it. And then it was at Date with Destiny where I met my destiny. So tune in tomorrow or the next day and hear about how I met my destiny at Date with Destiny. So clever. See what I did there? I hope you guys have a great day.